Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's time my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. To my new subscribers, thank you so much. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining me again. God bless you all. I will start off by saying we have several ways to achieve corset pattern drafting. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you another easy corset pattern drafting with yoke and a zipper at the back. If this video sounds interesting to you, definitely sit back and keep on watching. So the first thing I did was to get my lines intact, my bust point, my under bust, my waistline, and my full length. I set my camera at first. I didn't know my camera wasn't filming until I went back to check. So right here, I'm just trying to label BP, which is my bust point, UP, which is my under bust, WL, my waistline, FL, which is my full length. So after doing all of this, I'll just go ahead and confirm my measurements again. Basically, that's what I'm just doing. I'll now go up by 2 inches to get my chest line. You guys, you need to be doing this. I'll go up by 2 inches to get my chest line. We are making the corset dress. You guys should stay tuned because I will start using this to make dress, all my patterns. So you guys should stay tuned to this channel. I'll go ahead and get my base. Oops, that was a mistake guys, please pardon me. The second line is a mistake, so that's why I drew this other first line again. So this is the correct line, which is the first one. The second one, it's a mistake guys. So after taking all of that, you know our shoulder is not straight, our shoulder is kind of slanted, so I just go in by 1 inch to give us that slanted pattern. The slanted shoulder pattern or something. I don't know, you guys just focus more on the video. So I'll just go ahead and connect the lines like that. So after doing all of that, I'll go ahead and connect that line also to my chest line to get my armhole curve. I'll just go ahead and connect that to my chest line to get my armhole curve. After that, I will go up by 3 inches to get my armhole depth. I'll also go in by 1 inch to get the so I will have a puffy armhole when I'm done with my stitches. So I'll just go ahead and connect the lines together to the dot, then to the armhole, just as it's been showed right now on your screen. So after getting all my vertical measurements, I'll go ahead and get my horizontal measurements. So I'll just go ahead and take my bust measurement, which is 10.5. My bust is 42, so I'll go ahead and take that. Then I'll add extra 4 inches allowance. Remember how we do it here, right? So I'll add extra 4 inches allowance for that. Also go ahead to take my waist measurement. I'll go ahead and take my waist measurement. My waist is 32 divided by 4, so I'll take that and also add extra 4 inches allowance. You guys should know this part. I made a mistake. I did my waist measurement on my under bust measurement, which is a mistake. So I noticed that my lines were too short, so I'll just go ahead and extend my lines to make it a bit longer so it can fit in my measurement for the measurement. So I'll just go ahead and do the proper waist measurement I've done. So I'll take also my hip line measurement, like where my belly, my pelvic area, exactly, that's the right word, my pelvic area. I used to take the round to know the measurement of that part too. I'll just go ahead and take that part and also mark it, which is about 41 inches divided by 4 also, then add extra 4 inches allowance also. So after all of that, I'll go ahead and connect all my lines together just as I just did right now. So this part has a sharp edge, so I'll just go ahead and curve that part because that part is not that sharp in our body. So I'll just go ahead and connect that part, like curve it out rather. So after all of that, I'll go up by 1.5 inches. You guys should be familiar with this pattern, this system already. After going up with 1.5 inches there, I'll go out by 1 inches at that other part. Then I'll just connect that line together. You can use your curve rule right now, you can use your bare hand, anyone you feel comfortable using without mistakes. You can actually use it right here. As for me, I prefer using my bare hand, so I find it difficult to use curve rule and all of that. Okay, so after attaching this together, like joining the lines together rather, I'll just go ahead and get my dart. For this video I'll be using 4.5 for my dart. How to get your dart measurement: you divide your bust measurement by 8. Whatever thing you get, you use you use it for your dart measurement. And then again, if you do not want to divide it, I feel like from bust 40 downwards is 4 inches, then from bust 40 upward 42 upward is 4.55 inches for that. So I'll just go ahead and take all of that all the way down, which is my 4.5 inches all the way down for my dart measurement. Sorry. So after that, I'm going to connect all the lines together. Trust me, you guys need to stay glued to this channel. If you haven't, you guys should subscribe, because I'm going to be using all our patterns to be making a dress soon. So I'll just go in by 2 inches, just like I'm doing right here. Then at this other part, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. That is for my how will I explain it? You guys will see later. So I took 2 inches from my under bust all the way down, then 1 inch from my under bust all the way down. So after that, I'm going to connect the line together. Then I will now go ahead and also connect this other line together. After doing that, I will now come up. I'll come up by 1 inch, just like this. 1 inch, you're going to get 1 inch. But before then, I find it difficult using making dress with a full draft, so I normally take my inches off. I started doing full body measurements because of YouTube channel. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and mark my 1 inch, sorry, 1 inch, 1 inch, the both side of 1 inch. But immediately after that side is 2 inch down, this other side is also 1 inch down. So I'll just go ahead and connect it to my bust point. I'll also do the same thing right here, connect that part to my bust point also. So after doing all of that, I'll go ahead and connect this other part to my under bust. Then the same thing goes to this other part also, connecting that to my under bust also. You guys, you need to be very careful so you won't make it sharp, because our bust point doesn't have that sharp edge, so your clients won't get to complain that their bust is pointed and they do not like it. So after doing all of that, I'll just go ahead and give it a mark like this, so that I will know the part I'm cutting off, so you guys will not get to misunderstand me. So after which way, because we took 4 inches from the outside, from this other part for that, I'm going to go ahead and take the same measurement I took, which is 4.5 as my dart, but I'm going to minus half an inch. Then I'll use 4 inch. I hope you guys understand. We took 4.5 for our dart measurement, but while doing this, I took 4 inch. So after doing all of that, I will connect the 4 inch together to my under bust, this other side, then come to this other side also and connect this other side to my under bust also. So that will serve as our breast cup. So after doing all of that, I brought back my upper case so that I won't get to mix things together. So I'll just go up by 1.5 inches, then I'll come down by 1 inch right here. So after all of that, I will just connect this line to my 1.5 inches. Then from there, I'll connect that to my 1 inch, which is the armhole, which is 1.5 inch, to create that armhole effect. So after doing all of that, I will just come up by half an inch right here. I'll come up by half an inch, then I'll also come up by half an inch also. Then I'll now connect that to the bust point. I also connect this other line to the bust point. So right here we are already having a sharp edge, so I'll just try and make it curve because none of our body parts has a sharp edge. So I'll just go ahead and give it a good mark like this, so I'll know that's the place I'm also cutting off. So after all of that, I'll go ahead and label my draft number 1, number 2, and number 3. You guys should always do that so you won't get to like mix up your measurements. So after all of this, I'll just go ahead and cut out my excess, the ones I do not want to use. You guys should always remember that anytime you're using this to make a dress, always remember that you're going to add half an inch each to all your measurements whenever you're using it to make a dress. So after doing all of that, I'll just go ahead and cut out my excess fabric, and I won't be cutting out that part because that will be for our upper balls when we are making the corset dress. So I'm right here, I'm done cutting this front part. So after all of that, I decided to bring in my brush cup to see if it is already giving me what I want, and you guys can see it for yourself. It is a little bit giving. So after all of that, this is what we have left after cutting all of that. So I'll just cut out this other part too because I don't need it. You guys should always remember that while cutting this on your actual fabric, you add extra half an inch each in every of your pattern, every side of your pattern. So after that, I went ahead to check the amount of offal too, which is about 8 inches. So you're not going to throw this away, you're just going to keep it. So I'll also go ahead to get out, or to draft out, my back piece rather. So since we are making a corset that has a yoke at the back, a zipper and a yoke at the back, so I'll just go ahead and place my front piece like this to get my zipper allowance, which is about 1 inch. I'll just go ahead and mark that all the way down, mark that, then connect the lines all the way down. Just connect the lines all the way down, just like I'm doing right now in the video. So let's go ahead and place back our front piece on it just like this, so I can also get my back piece measurement. So after doing all of that, I'll just go ahead and connect this line. Remember, your center back should be the same line with your bust point. Okay, so before then, I'll just go ahead and mark this armhole part out, then also connect the lines to give us that front piece shape, so we won't get to like miss on any part. After that, I'll also put a mark here, draw that down to get our center back waist notched. So after putting just like a dot right there, I'll just go ahead and connect the center back line first. So after doing that, I will also connect this armhole part to my center back, just as it's being showed right now. Just connect that like this. So after doing all of that, I will just trim out my back piece first before going ahead to take other measurements on it. So after trimming all of that out, I'll just go ahead and take out my that. I'll just measure what I have there, divide it by 2, then after which I'll go in by half an inch this side and also half an inch this side to make it 1 inch. Then go ahead and connect that like this, just as I'm doing right now in the video. Connect the 2 sides together just like I'm doing right now. Then after doing all of that, I'll go ahead and cut out that to give us that perfect shape that we are looking for. You guys remember, this cloth is definitely going to have a shoulder, I'm using this to make a dress very soon, so you guys should just stick around this channel because it's about to go down. So after getting that, I'll just go ahead and place my back piece on my pattern paper again, then fold the zipper allowance inside, because right now we are going to cut out our yoke pattern. So I'll just go ahead and fold that back piece that has a zipper just like this, and also shift, you know, remember we added 1 inches for the zipper rather, but right now we're going to fold that zipper, then we're still going to shift it out. I didn't do that in this video, that's why I'm explaining it manually. I'm going to shift this zipper part outside a little bit, like 1 inch again. After folding that zipper, I'll still shift it out a little bit so it will have that correct snatch waist measurement. So after that, I go ahead and label my measurements, then cut it out just like I'm doing right now in the video. Always label your measurements to know where is up and where is down, so you won't get to like turn your measurements upside down. So after that, I'll just go ahead and mark out my yoke space, but before then I'll go ahead and also label my measurements to know where it's up and down. So I'll just go ahead and do the yoke space, create the yoke space rather. Remember it's 1.5 inch. You go ahead and mark 1.5 inch all the way down, just like I'm doing right now in this video, the both side actually, but all my patterns I cut out one part so I won't get to like waste much pattern paper. So after doing all, this is what we have left for the back. That's the yoke side up there, and this is the back that has zipper, and this is the front piece also. Anytime you're drafting out your pattern, always add half an inch for every of your pattern, so it will give you an accurate measurement when you're done sewing. So I just have to like arrange everything together to know if I'm doing the right thing. If you've watched up to this time, thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. If you like my video, thumbs up, share my video so people get to benefit also from the videos. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.